Welcome to Tasker Terry Assembly. In this video, I'm going to show you how to assemble this cabinet from IKEA. I believe this is pronounced GREÅKER. We're going to start by putting the two side panels in this orientation. Pay attention to the holes that I'm pointing at here. Those should be on the top, just like this orientation. And we're going to start by separating all the drawer rails. Okay, so that groove is the back of the cabinet. So we want the back of the rails to face that way and the wheels down in this orientation. There's 3 on each side, and we're going to open hardware bag number 1. And we're going to grab 9 of these little screws to attach the rails to the sideboards. It's 3 for each. And next we're going to grab 4 cam screws and 4 wooden dowels. And they're going to go in these holes here. Just make sure those cam screws are all the way in, or you're going to have problems with the cam locks when we get to that step. And next we're going to grab this board. And those holes for the cam locks are facing us right now. Make sure you're putting this board in the same orientation as I am. And then we're going to use 2 plastic cam locks. Next, we're going to put this piece on its side in this orientation. And then we'll attach the other half. Hopefully this video is going to help you today, and if it does, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. That way you'll have my entire catalog of assemblies on file for next time you buy a piece of furniture. Next, grab this board. 4 wooden dowel pins, and 4 cam screws. This is actually the bottom of the cabinet. Again, make sure those cam screws are in all over the way, or you're going to have a problem with the cam locks when we get to that. All right, now we can put this bottom board in place. Make sure that groove is at the bottom where the other grooves are. The backing board is going to slide into those. So we'll get that in place, and 4 cam locks to hold that in place. Now, ever so carefully, we're going to stand this up just like that. And we're going to put the feet on the bottom of the cabinet now. You're going to start with 4 wooden dowels. Those are the larger ones, and 4 screws. Just like that, easy peasy. And once you get all those tightened down, we're going to flip the cabinet back over. Now, I'd suggest you flip it over the same way I am. Don't flip it over sideways, because it'd be pretty easy to collapse the unit at this point. So if you flipped it over, do the same as I am. And now we'll prepare the top board. Four cam screws and 4 wooden dowels again. All right, next we're going to slide the backing board into place. You'll notice you can just kind of fold this a bit to get it into the grooves, and then slide it down into the bottom groove. Make sure it's all the way down into that bottom board. There it is. And now we'll get the top ready. Now we still got to put the magnetic closers on the front here. They'll help to keep the doors closed. So we're going to use those 4 screws and we're going to attach them in the pre-drilled holes. And now we'll get the top on. You'll have to wiggle the back around a bit to get it into the groove on that top. It'll take a minute, but you'll get it. Perfect. And once the top's in place, we're going to grab 4 of those cam locks and we're going to lock that down. Awesome. Now we're going to go to the back and we're going to put these plastic retainers in place to hold the back steady. So these are 2-piece wedge style retainers, and I'm going to show you how they work here in a second. So the bigger end goes in the hole first, and then the wedge will wedge in and hold everything in place. So we'll take that bigger piece and put them all the way around in the pre-drilled holes, and then put the wedge in. And I'll show you a close-up here once I'm done. And this is what it should look like at this point. Now they do give you some extras, so don't panic when you see you have a couple extras. Next, we'll prepare the 2 doors. And we're going to lay them down in this orientation. And we're going to get the 4 hinges ready. And we're going to use these black screws to attach the hinges to the doors. So the only trick here is to pay attention to the orientation that I'm screwing these hinges to the doors. Just like that, all 4 of them. And now we've got 2 of these flat little metal pieces with 2 screws. And those are what are going to stick to the magnets and hold those doors closed. And there's pre-drilled holes in the top of each corner for each one, right there and right there. And next we'll attach the doors to the cabinet. We're going to use the same black screws that we used to attach the hinges to the doors. And at the same time, we're also going to attach the handles. And the second door, same process. 6 of the black screws, and then we'll put the handle on as well. So these cabinets are very unforgiving. Your floor has to be perfectly level. There's very little adjustment for these doors, but you can see the right side is up a little higher. So I'm going to loosen those 6 screws that are attaching the door to the cabinet, and you get a little bit of adjustment up and down. So I can lower that door just a little bit, but if your floor is crooked, the best thing to do is get some of those felt pads and put them under the corners that are crooked so that the doors all line up properly. So I've lowered the hinges to the lowest possible spot, and I'm just tightening the back up there. And now you'll see the door lines up properly. But if your floor is crooked, I'm going to show you at the end of the video what happens. Next, we're going to work on the drawers, and we're going to start with the drawer fronts. 3 of them down in this orientation. You can use your cam screws and wooden dowels all the way around. Make sure those cam screws are all the way in, or you're going to have problems with the cam locks. And now we're going to put the sides of the drawers on. You'll notice those 3 holes, they have to be at the bottom where that groove is. Just like that. And all of the sides should be the same and line up to that groove. And then cam locks all the way around. If you have a problem with one of the cam locks, it's probably because you don't have the cam screw in all of the way on the drawer front. All right, now we're going to grab the 3 boards, which are the back of the drawers. And we're going to grab the 3 metal retainers that are going to help to hold up the drawer bottom in place. Now you'll see they can go 2 different ways. You want that groove closest to the slot in the wood, just like this. It's going to help to support the drawer bottom. Okay, we're going to grab the bottom of the drawers and we're going to slide them into the drawer fronts just like this. And then we'll grab those drawer bottoms that we just prepared, or the drawer backs that we just prepared. And that metal retainer is going to go below the drawer bottom, just like that. Slide everything into place, use the plastic cam retainers and the cam locks. And that's it. We'll get the slides on those drawers now. Just pay attention to the orientation. That is wrong. You want the wheel at the back of the drawer. Should look like this. Now these probably should be the only screws you have remaining for this kit, and we're going to screw those rails to the drawers. I hope this video has helped you today, and if it has, the easiest way to help me back is to hit that like and subscribe button. That way you'll have my entire catalog ready for next time you buy a piece of furniture. So next we're going to get these drawers into place. The easiest way is to slide the back wheels onto the rail, just like this. And then lift the drawer and slide it in. Same thing, put the back wheels in first, and then lift the drawer and slide it in. Now I'm going to give you a really quick display here of what happens when your floor is crooked. The floor in this house is extremely crooked, so I had a little bit of a difficult time. You can see if you lift one corner how the doors kind of shimmy around. You lift that corner and they go that way. So if your doors still aren't straight, put some felt pads under the corners that are low and everything will be fine.